And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Alan LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Grizzlies. To a great start this season, currently in second.
Hey guys, when you look at Memphis, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts are predicting. And by that I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Here are the five for the Raptors. And at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. And for Memphis, the front court is Wells and Jackson. Then Zach Edey. Then there's Ty Jerome.
Well, I'm going to get that
You and I were just talking. The scorekeepers are going to be busy tonight, trying to keep up with all the back and forth. Powerhouse offenses going head-to-head tonight.
You got that right, Kevin. One very important focal point to call out. Transition. You know you're going to get scored on, but you got to push the ball back the other way and find some easy buckets of your own on the run.
Is that one's good, Ingram?
Well, you know Ingram has such a good all-around game. No problem at all from that mid-range area.
Pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. And the passes to Barnes. He's off on that one. Big D that time from Adebayo. Edey gets it to go.
Well, once Edey gets the ball that close to the basket, it's too late, even against the best.
Quickly kicks to MP. Pass to Adebayo. Over Edey. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Memphis has gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And here's Jackson. He's covered by Ingram. And they double up Jackson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The rebounds look too easy for Edey sometimes. Smaller than even most NBA players.
Barnes kicks to quickly. Adebayo with a screen on Jerome. A three from quickly. And the Raptors miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 50% of the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 6.
Well, when Edey gets strong inside positioning like there, just let him go to work because he can overpower defense.
Now here's Ingram. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Barnes finds MP. Ingram outside. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Wells. Edey with the rebound.
Yeah, you expected to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the one.
There's a screen. Inside and stolen by Barnes. To the middle.
Sorry, Brian.
Well, give a guy like Ingram some room, and he will put it down on you.
Memphis leading by 5. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents. He said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to grab his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. It's good.
Well, Adebayo's going to work inside. That's what they want him to do.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Jerome. Edey with a screen on quickly. Laid in with a nice touch off the boot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Ingram finds MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to quickly. That's good. It's Ingram with the assist.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Here's Jerome. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16 points a game.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Adebayo. Flash down and we saw 4 and 22.
Well, that's the kind of player MP is striving to become.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
I'm sure they don't want to sit to the line. That has to be in their strategy.
Shoots from 12. He's again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So on chance here for a 3-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Grizzlies shoot their first free throw of the night here. Free throw, no good for Edie. This season just getting going still. How quickly Grant and teams...
Oh, foul, man. You
It
serious?
really depends on the makeup of your team. How many guys are on the roster, the style of play you want, and previous chemistry with some of your players.
Rocket Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Jackson.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instinct, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
And so here's Memphis. The Raptors getting the bucket. Jerome with it. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Wells. Here's Jerome. Here's Jackson with the three. Trains for three-pointer. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 and the free throw line.
Exactly where for MP to get to the foul line, man, fearless inside.
First free throw is good. Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And both free throws good for MP.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Now, here's Wells. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Edie with a screen on quickly. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Ingram outside. Here's MP. The shot misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 9 to the inside. Here's Jackson. And the Grizzlies take down 2 more.
The last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Quickly finds Ingram. Now here's Pirtle. By Pirtle.
Nice work by Ingram, keeping his eyes open, allowing him to find an opportunity for a teammate.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Jackson. Jerome on a screen on Barnes. Here's Aldama. He's covered by Ingram. Edie with a screen for Jerome. Over Pirtle. And it's Memphis with another.
Can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Barnes looking around. MP outside. Driving inside. And the layup falls. MP's got 6.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Outside Jackson. Pirtle with the
Oh,
steal.
good steal, bro. Got him, bro.
Here's Ingram. for Wells. And that one's good. MP.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the paint. Dunk by Age.
When he gets on a roll, it's hard to stop all 7'4" of it. He's been fantastic tonight scoring.
Jones, the pass to MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Bertle.
Got RJ
Outside,
GT.
Barrett. Just 3 to shoot. Plays it up and makes it in.
I love seeing Barry cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Outside Jackson. Now Iggy. Defended by Bertle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jakob Bertle. For Memphis, they
Doesn't
have
look
shot
like
2
John
free
Barrett's
throws.
playing in this one.
And I think this is the strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collective.
The Raptors making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in.
Well, with Zach Edey, it's about more than his 7'4" size. Skills will develop, his timing will improve, but he's already got the physical foundation of a great player.
All the officials are all over that.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. This their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
There's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. All right, I'm just giving this my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Still early in the season, but the Raptors are not wasting time on personnel changes. They've added Bam Adebayo. He's an anchor in the paint that's going to really bolster the defense of this team. Always a threat to block shots, to stack up double-doubles. Bam is an impactful leader as well. His energy on the court is also something fans love to see. Opposing players try to avoid. Major addition for this team.
Thanks again, Shams, as always.
Well, you have to like their work on the board, and particularly here to start the game. We had 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Caldwell Pope is checked in for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Pippen. Jackson off the mark. His first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's MP, and the shot goes in. And that's 13 points for MP.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pippen against Jones. Caldwell Pope for 3. Drills the corner. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
Back to MP. A piece of it. 6 seconds separate the shot game box. And it's Pippen in the corner. Pass to Eldon. Lets it go with a 3. That shot missing. Here's Murray Boyle.
Boyles.
MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight. 3, Pippen, and no good in the last look, and it's up this time.
So we're down by 6
So it's
to end
Memphis
first quarter.
with their lead standing at 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
You got Santi Aldama. Also, Gigi Jackson out there. Hiding Pippen is out there with Clark. And it's De Silva in at the two-guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Clark goes 3 on quickly. It's Pippen with the drive. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, I know he can finish
Nice
at the
going.
rim. But the defense gets just
Moved
enough
down
to
to
force
third.
the miss.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Atlanta had a huge game. He had 33 points and just played it hard, notching a double-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys,
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Adebayo. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right?
Good
He
day,
is
Ben.
smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Now here's Barnes. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Right, Ben. Jeez, thing, bro.
Gets
That's
it to
hard.
go. That one good from
Lead is
Adebayo.
tight. The game is
Adebayo's
tied
got
up
4
now.
points now on the court.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Pass to De Silva. Clark outside. Now here's Jackson. Barrett covering. Barnes against Jackson. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And their offense is really clicking right now.
And one will take the lead.
See them starting to really work the ball inside.
Both teams will make substitutions, and it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. So Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main thing is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, you're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we
Done,
have
man.
done tonight.
Good job.
And you got to have a clear understanding of that. Well, at the rate Adebayo scores, it's hard not to fall for him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Clark. Back to Jerome. And they get it. He lays it in.
And they keep hammering away out of inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Barnes outside. Back to MP.
That's right.
Raptors moving the ball around. Can't get the ball. And stolen by MP. MP going to work inside. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Guys, scoring. That's
They've done
fine.
well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Now Jerome. All done. Left finds Clark. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. A shot by Wells. No good. Raptors leading by 6. Down low. It's
Come
stolen by
on.
Aldama. with it. Here's Aldama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket to the lane.
Using that almost 7-foot frame. Santi Aldama, the Spaniard.
Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram.
I'm trying to go. I'm on Brian Ingram.
For three. Aldama with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And the Raptors with possession.
Nice, Scotty.
They're on a 16-6 run. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Memphis. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Ingram wide open. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
To the middle. Here's Stark. Basket is good. They'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And we went by 2 off.
A little bit for the first half. The men underway in this one. It's the Raptors. They're up by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
They should just keep shooting three-pointers. It's worked well for them. Why ever go inside?
Do I detect a note of sarcasm? That's not a note, that's a whole chorus. Okay, next on the docket, multiple players about to be wearing different jerseys.
Adebayo gives the team a huge boost defensively. Not only can he protect the rim, he's a switchable big who can guard every position.
And don't sleep on his offense, Shaq. Initiating, scoring, passing. He's the key piece to that puzzle right now.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good. He settles foul really well.
So for Toronto right now, in with the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. MP out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, panning the middle. Now here's Wells. Pass to Jackson. Back to Wells. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. The lead is 2. Here's Barnes. Finesse the foul on jumper. Barnes has got the first basket of the second half here for the Raptors.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Pass to Jerome. Good on the three-point shot. Jerome's got 9 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right call.
Back to MP. Now Ingram. Across the arc. Beebe with the rebound. Beebe's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Ingram with a two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. On the wing, Barnes. Guarded by Jackson. Beebe with the steal. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Outside Jackson. Back to Jerome. Punches it. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making
So bad.
coverage pay.
And the rejection by Jackson. Not a great start to the second half. 1 for 4. Gotta find ways to generate better looks here.
Back to Well. Some nice passing there by Memphis. He gets the bucket.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Shot to stop the run. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, when you've got a reliable jump shot like Ingram does, you can shoot without hesitation.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
It's Ingram on the wing. Quickly with a wide open look. Oh, good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Wells passes to Jerome. Let's go from 14. Toronto grabs the miss. Quickly's got his 4th rebound that last one here tonight.
Well, I like when MP takes initiative like this because it forces defense to react.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight. 7 on 7. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for MP. Grizzlies have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Jerome. 9 points in the game so far. Jump by.
He's a good man to have in the pick and roll. A big, strong guy who relishes contact.
MP inside. 20 points for him. He uses the glass to finish the layup.
Easy shot for him. He'll take that every time up the floor.
And so the time out here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. On defense, the Raptors. Outside Jackson. Mr. Wells. Back to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. understands how to get to the line. Good at using his size to force defenders to follow.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
And his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Back to Jerome.
Good day, Emmanuel
Rebound by the
quickly.
Raptors. Quickly Quickly's got his 5th rebound in this one. And now let's swing it over to Adam the
27
line.
Thanks a lot. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Kevin, back to you.
All for 1. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. 2 on the clock. Jerome, good. And here is MP. He's got 27. Barnes outside. Quickly looking it over. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky. He can make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Pass to Adebayo. And here's MP for 3. Jerome with the rebound. Memphis leading inside. Good. Nice job down low. He's got 19.
And offensively, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here is Quickly. Back to MP. Here's Ingram. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Now Wells. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jerome. Jackson setting the pick here for Jerome. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors trail by 3 to the paint. Here's Quickly. Edie with the rebound. Edie's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edie with a screen for Jerome. Stolen by Quickly. To the inside.
Scoring.
On the way. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by MP. MP's got his 6th assist on the night. And so the timeout by Will Hardy. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Obama's checked in. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing team. The Raptors 3rd.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from that.
Here's Jackson. Jackson puts it down hard.
Well, he's the defensive anchor. But Jackson Jr. is reminding everyone he is a force on offense as well.
Outside Barrett. Back to Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Jones with the screen on Jackson. Pass to Barrett for the time. Edie with the rebound. Edie's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. A shot by Wells, no good. Raptors trail by 3. And B passes to Mahmoud Kalishvili. Now, here's MP. He's got 27. MP to the left. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edie. clock. Here's MP. He'll go with the lane.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything he wanted defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Wells. Here's Aldama. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Aldama's got his second best in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And again, no good by Toronto. Memphis leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Pass to Clark. Shoots over Purdy. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
MP, no good. Memphis is on 1 of 4 3-point shots here in the third. Outside Jackson, out to the wing. That's the 3 fly. Gets it from downtown. Wells has got 8 points.
Well, when you move the ball and you open up the defense, great job to make the unselfish play.
Raptors trail by 8. MP with it. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Now here's Jones. And right away, they answer with a 3-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to MP. Strong finish inside from MP.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Now here's Jackson. Wells passes to Aldama. Pass to Jackson. And Purtle sends it back. MP with it. Now guarded by Wells. Amu Kalashvili passes to MP. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Nice shot by Purtle.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here's Wells. 3 quarters of play.
Well, we're down by 1
Grizzlies
to
lead
the
by
third
1.
quarter.
And these teams locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Ty Jerome. Aldama is up there with Clark. And there's Jackson.
All right,
And
D.L.
De Silva
D.L.
in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Aldama. Jackson in the corner. Fires for 3. Aldama can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
MP, no good. The Grizzlies with the lead. Here's Jerome. And here's Jackson. He's covered by Ingram. Jackson passes to Jerome. Into the basket. The shot that time, not on target. To
So
the
bad.
middle,
Oh my
intercepted.
God. How does he intercept that pass?
To the paint. Got a piece of
Well.
by Adebayo.
So bad.
MP passes to Adebayo. And they take the lead. 9 points for Bam Adebayo. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
De Silva, off target from 3-point range. And so quickly will bring it up.
Oh,
for the
Scotty.
Raptors. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very
time out, we got like 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Just keep coming it as long as we can.
All right, Al, thank you for that. And the top by Jackson.
Coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Now, here's Adebayo.
Go, Dan. Hook him. Oh, go.
Tries again.
Let's
And he
go.
lays it up and in. And the
Back
Raptors
up
lead by
3.
3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Down low. Here's De Silva. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. De Silva's got his first points of the night.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Adebayo. And he hits the button. Adebayo's got 6 here in this quarter. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to De Silva. Now Eldama. Memphis moving it around. Back to Jackson. Here's Eldama. Covered by Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson from long range. Three-pointers right on target. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Defensively, you can't back off them that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Ingram right side. Pass to quickly. And here's Barnes. A 3 from MP. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jerome. Eldama passes to Jerome. Here's Eldama. Jerome in the corner. To take the lead. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Come on, bro, Ingram.
And here is MP. Ingram outside. A 3. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes.
Brad Ingram's hot shit when it really matters most.
Memphis leading by 3. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They play with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Wells. This one for 3. Beatty down low. Adebayo on him. Beatty gets the bucket.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
Now, here's MP. Barnes passes to Adebayo. Up the run. Pass to
This guy
good at the
bad.
assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his third assist on the night. Back to Jerome. Beating with a screen on quickly. Another shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the basket by Jackson.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
After quickly. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And a misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like that for sure.
Here's Jackson with the three. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Quickly the pass to MP. Pass to Barnes. It's Ingram on the wing.
Come on, man. You gotta start making
Adebayo
shots
with a screen
against
for
these
Ingram.
teams.
Sinks the
There we
triple.
go.
Well, Ingram can go shot for shot with anybody in the league. That three at the other end only seems to fuel his fire.
Here's Jerome. Here's Jackson. Back to Jerome. Pass to Edie. Outside Jackson. Fires for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Quickly's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. No good on that. Good on the second free throw. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Right wing. Now Wells. Back to Jerome. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
No doubt, it's been a bit of a
That's
struggle for
going
him here
right.
in this quarter.
Oh my god, how did you miss that?
This has gone
You
beyond the arc
serious?
7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Now Edie. He's guarded by Adebayo. Edie gets the bucket. Edie's got 11 points here in just the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And here's quickly for 3. That's good. It's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Edie. Now here's Jackson. Jackson with 3. Tough to line. Jerome with it. Jackson is screen on quickly. Driving in. Fires for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 2 rebounds.
Hi, Brian Ingram. Sorry.
Points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Oh, 4-point game. We've got to really dig up.
Now here's Wells. Outside Jackson. Rebounded by Ingram. Thunder trail by 4.
Go, Ben.
Adebayo.
Let's go. 2-point game.
Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Now Jackson. The 3 goes down.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Outside Ingram. Now MP.
Oh, bro, where's the foul? I don't know why the referees just go away from freaking pulling the freaking foul.
The shot misses.
The defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making it.
Oh my goodness. Why Emmanuel quickly? Why do you have to turn the ball over?
No good from three. Toronto's got a disappointing 2-6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
Oh my god, and Brandon Ingram's just blowing wide open layups. It's unbelievable. These guys cannot freaking score to save their lives. And now we have to foul because we can't fucking make layups. Unbelievable. This team is just dumb sometimes. They can't freaking win without me putting up 40 points.
Credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
And at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Three-pointer. Good.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good run. The defense has got to run him off.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this league.
Toronto calls timeout. 23 seconds left in
Like,
the
we
fourth
cannot
quarter.
make a single shot. It's unbelievable. And then the referees are not giving us foul calls. Unbelievable. Like, the referees really winning these games. They do.
Puts up a three. The shot is up.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something is missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 8. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
foul called on MV. That's his third foul so far. Only situation in the fence, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
You have the foul, but I'm sure they would have had to foul someone different.
In Jerome, possible.